There's just something special about homemade biscotti.
It's so crunchy and packed with delicious flavors.
And just begging to be plunged into a hot cup of coffee or cocoa.
Yeah! I love biscotti. You gotta say it like that.
Biscotti. So I'm Chris.
I'm Wesley.
My biscotti Loon.
Biscotti. I'm just gonna say biscotti.
Biscotti. I don't know what we're even doing, but we're ecstatic, in case you haven't noticed, because we're making biscotti. It really, it's just so spectacular. So let's jump into it.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to get you going first, because it's going
right.
to take you a while to do what we're
All
going
right,
to do.
so I've got 2 eggs. I'm gonna throw those in there.
2 whole eggs.
The whole eggs, not no yolk or no yolk.
The whole
kit and caboodle. And then I've got, how much oil is that, Chris?
4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons of vegetable oil.
Right.
All right, take that from me. And then I've got a dash of vanilla.
Which would, that translates to half a teaspoon.
Yeah, and then I've got a teaspoon and a half of almond extract.
He's got it backwards.
Backwards.
It's a half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of almond. Almond has a much more pronounced flavor.
Oh, yeah, that's why
vanilla.
I put less of it in there.
And then the vanilla is 1.5.
And I am
flavor's
eyeballing
amazing.
it. There we go. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to get these out of your way. Good, you're doing great.
I'm just going to mix these really quick together.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
I know. Look at that.
Okay.
And then I am going to add some zest. The zest of a lemon. Here we go. I'm just going to do it like...
That's actually an orange.
I'm very focused, you know. I'm doing what Chris taught me.
You can do it however you want to do it.
He holds all of the zest in the zester, and then he does this.
It's because I have weird arms and I have a faulty wrist, but you can do it however works best for you.
This actually, I like doing that.
Do it. I do too. You can collect it. But basically what you're doing is you're doing the zest of 1 whole orange.
And 1 lemon.
And 1 whole
And this
lemon.
is an orange.
That is definitely, last time I checked, that was an orange. Okay, so now, like I said, that will take probably till next Christmas. So we're going to go ahead and get started. No, you should be good by the time I dump this flour in here.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got 2 cups. This is 1 cup. And now I've got 2 cups of just good old all-purpose flour. And then I've got 3/4 a cup of granulated sugar. And then one of my favorite, we've been cooking with this a lot lately, especially during the holidays. These are old-fashioned oats. Make sure you get the old-fashioned kind. Ho, ho, ho.
Now, is that the one with the pilgrim on the front of it?
Yes. That is one of them. But anyway, that was a half a cup of that. And now what I'm going to do is I've got this in my stand mixer. You don't have to use a stand mixer. It just makes it easier. But you could even do this by hand if you want to. And I'm just going to do this until it's nicely incorporated.
All right, I'm still zesting this orange.
Oh my gosh.
Hold
okay.
on. I got it.
Okay.
All right, so I've got this. Here we go. All right,
I
that's
told him
done.
this wouldn't be a good idea, and he said, "Are you kidding? I can do this in a half a second."
This is faster, right?
Okay, so while he's going to spend a little more time zesting the lemon, I've got 4 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter. And we're just going to start to form it's not a real wet batter. It just starts to form a batter that's going to all come together whenever the Loon...
I'm so close, Chris.
Okay.
I am.
It's
Look at
so
that.
close. I can feel it. I can feel it in my
smell
biscotti.
Oh, it smells so good.
I know.
All right, hold on.
Very, very...
Well, I'm very...
Okay, let's think of a story that we can talk about. Biscotti.
All right, there. Done.
Okay, that's
done.
close enough.
Oh.
Wow, do you need to go take a nap? Okay, so now I'm going to borrow this, and we're just going to whisk this just a little bit more. Oh, boy. Cooking with the Loon, it's always an adventure.
Oh,
okay, so
gosh.
now I'm just going to...
Pour from this way.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much for your tips. Okay, so now we're just going to pour this in there, and like I said, it's going to start to bring together just this nice, beautiful batter that's going to eventually we'll be able to press in together, and it'll just bake beautifully, and it makes
there you go.
gorgeous, gorgeous biscotti.
When do you stick in all the other deliciousness?
In just a matter of minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to let this go for probably about another 30 seconds, and then we fold in the other goodies.
All right.
Okay, see, that didn't take long. So now I'm going to really turn this down. Now all we're really doing is we're folding. These are pistachios. These are obviously shelled, and I've got about 1.5 cups. Maybe give them a rough chop if you can. It just makes whenever you're going to slice the biscotti, And you have to say it like that. Biscotti. It just makes it, if they're too clumpy, it may want to clump a little bit. And then we've got some dried cherries. So I had a cup and a half of the pistachios and a cup of the dried cherries. You can really use any flavor combination you want, but this is just one of my all-time favorites.
Yay!
This is beautiful.
Love it.
Okay, so now we are just
let's keep
barreling
going.
right along. I know, let's do it. Okay, so now.
Because I took a long time.
You did, and it's now the end of the Christmas season. But this is so great during the holidays. I don't know why. I love making this during the holidays. You can do this well in advance.
I'm helping.
Well in advance. It's actually even better after it's had time to kind of sit a little bit. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
There you go. Here, let me help you with all the rest.
Like I said,
I think I'm starting to consider myself a baker.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad at least you do.
Because of my meticulousness.
Well, okay, that wasn't very meticulous. All right, now you see, it's going to be kind of loose, but that's okay. What we're going to do is that I've kind of eyeballed this, okay, and we're going to now just sort of divide this into get this into. We're going to make 2 biscotti loaves that are approximately the same weight, size. You sure you don't need this little chunk right here?
Yeah, give me that chunk.
Okay, and then we're going to just form it, and if you lose some, lose a little bit of your cherries or your nuts, you can just press them back in there.
Well, and there's plenty to go around.
There really are. And I just love this. Isn't this great?
Oh yay! Okay, so I am now that
Bring
I've got
this over.
Yeah, come on over.
So
here.
this is we got a baking pan here that we've lined with parchment paper. I didn't say that we're just moving right along. I folded this out onto a lightly floured surface. So the Loon is now forming.
Well, I need to get it to about 13 inches, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Make a nice loaf.
Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna pound it out to kind of just do it so it's 2 inches wide. Is that what it is, Chris? This way?
You want it about 2 inches wide. So you're going to want to make it just kind of a flat loaf.
Look at that.
I know. It's kind of, I don't know, it feels like almost like the consistency of cookie dough. It's kind of what it's like.
It's, a little bit. There you go. Look at that.
There you go. That's beautiful. Now we've got our oven preheated to $350. Some things come out of my mouth, and I don't know where.
You're obviously thinking of
I'm
money.
trying to think of oh my gosh. Anyway, this does not cost a lot of money, which is good. So
there you go. Look at that.
That's beautiful. That's going to go at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're just going to do an initial bake, like 15
25 minutes.
Oh no, you're right. 25 minutes. Wow, where are we today? 25 minutes. We're going to let it cool, and then we're going to turn it into biscotti.
Yeah.
Oh.
It smells so good.
It smells like biscotti.
It smells like the holidays.
It really does, doesn't it? I don't know.
Oh, that looks great.
Would you close that?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, we're just sort of getting started, but this is the smell is so heavenly. Okay, so now these bake nicely, but what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna turn my oven down to 250. 250. And then we're going to let these just cool for a little bit. We don't want them to break. And then after about 5 minutes, we're going to transform over here.
Onto my rack.
His rack. And then we're going to let them cool a little bit longer, probably just like another 10 minutes. And then we're going to slice them up. Yes. And the fun is just getting started.
Yay.
Okay, so here they are on the rack. It was super easy.
Aren't those pretty?
Beautiful. So after about, I don't know, like 5-7 minutes, you got to be careful. If they break apart, it's not going to be the end of the world, but you don't want that to happen. So to help me along, I got a couple of big old spatulas and just scooched them on over. And then let them go. They're still warm to the touch. That's okay. They don't have to completely cool, although they can. That won't be a problem. But we want to eat these sooner than later. So, okay.
We do.
We're using the same pan with the parchment paper that we used before. Like I said, we've lowered our temperature to 250, and now the Loon.
I'm gonna do some cutting.
He feels very, I'd like it to watch, very gifted at this. So he's doing it on an angle, if you'll notice like that, so you get that beautiful biscotti kind
And I'm doing almost a half an inch, not quite a half an inch.
Eyeball it. You don't want them too giant. You don't want them too skinny. And these things, they can be a little crumbly.
Like this. Here you go.
That is beautiful.
Perfect. Oh, see, I just lost a little bit, but that's okay.
But that's okay.
It goes in my mouth.
Yeah, it doesn't go to waste. Yeah, because some you're going to lose a little cherry here, a little, and even if you get a little crumbly here, the biscotti is meant to be that way.
It is.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All right, I'm going to cut the rest of these up.
Look at the colors here. Isn't that gorgeous? So we're going to cut the rest of these up.
I just said that.
We're going to cut the rest of these up, and then we're going to cut the rest of these up. And then we're going to stick them in the oven, and they're going to go for 45 minutes, just because that low temperature, and it's just going to get them nice and crisp and delicious. About halfway through, we'll flip them over, and then they're done.
Yay!
Okay, it's almost biscotti time. So let me just say, I'm going to let these keep on going, but and I love like talking with these on my head. So after about 20 minutes, we took them out of the oven, and then we just flipped them over. Now, you can use a pair of tongs, but I'm telling you, they're a little brittle and they may break. The best tools always are your what?
Fingers.
Your hands.
All right, come on.
All right.
And then we put them back in.
Yeah, and then we put them back in for another 20, 25 minutes.
Those look...
They're just...
amazing!
And the smell, you guys, I love fresh biscotti. I just love biscotti. Even like the packaged kind that you get, but let me tell you, homemade is always homemade is always better. So now you could, and we have eaten these fresh out of the oven like this, but I think they continue to. There's something about
they get a little more crisp.
They get a little drier. They get a little crispier, and that adds to their.
Look at me! I can't stop. I can't stop. Ouch!
Old tender fingers. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on here. We're going to let these cool for a little bit longer, but you know us, we can't wait. We're going to dig in just a few minutes. Oh, is there anything more festive? I mean, look how
that is so pretty.
The green and the cherries, the red. It's so festive. Okay, I'm going to give you. I'm going to
come on.
I wish we had some. Like some coffee. Why didn't we brew up some coffee? Some champagne. Champagne is wonderful with these.
Look at that, y'all.
It's just so much fun, and they're so delicious. And you can make these days in advance. I think they even get better after they sit for a few days.
They're very addictive.
That's the only problem. Is you make them days in advance, and then you eat them.
We've made a couple of batches this season, and I just sit there and eat them. All right, look at this, y'all. I'm just gonna. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. Oh.
That flavor. That zest that took you an hour and a half to do is so good.
Well worth it.
It's well worth the time. That's excellent. It really is. You dunk this in some coffee.
Oh.
It softens it up. It's a cathartic, amazing thing to happen. He's not only said mms and ahs. I'm like his interpreter.
Y'all, the thing I love about these, some biscotti you get and your teeth fall out when you're trying to eat it. These are nice and crunchy, but your teeth doesn't fall out when you're eating it.
He told me the other day, he said, I don't like them to be really crunchy. And I'm like, it's because you get the ones from the store, which I'm not dissing them, but you open the package and you go, wow, looks like I could have eaten a branch. These have just a little bit of chew to them, but they're so good.
They're a little bit of chew, and they're 10,000% Loon approved!
I love it. You guys. We're doing this during the holidays. Happy holidays. We love you so much. Embrace the love you want, the love around you, and
let it glow.
Let it glow. And make biscotti! Beat me up, biscotti!